From the depths of northwest Arkansas comes a storm called Hell Comes Home. A band that sounds like they crawled straight out of a war zone into the studio. Their new single, Don't Go Gentle Into the Good Night, is a defiant scream against fading quietly. A battle cry soaked in distortion and defiance. I'm catching up with the band to talk chaos, survival, and the brutal poetry behind their latest track. Sam, how are you, mate? So thank you so much for coming on the show today. How's your day been? How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. I am stoked to have you on as well. Now, I'd like to start at the beginning with you guys. Out here, a lot of people probably haven't heard of you guys. So it's started with yourself and guitarist Nick, if I'm correct. And
Mhm.
how did you guys meet? And then how did the band officially start?
So we actually, I was really wanting to start a band. I decided it's what I wanted to do, and I had been practicing vocals, and I had actually written a few songs already. And so I just decided, I'm doing this. I got to find the right lineup. And we actually got introduced through a mutual friend. I said, well, first things first, most importantly, I need a lead guitarist. We can start there. And he's like, well, I might know somebody. And so that guy, Luke, he's actually our manager now. And he introduced us, me and our guitarist, Nick, and we clicked immediately and just started writing music, and the rest is history.
Nice. I love that. I love that. And it's so good when you like click with the musician straight away and it just kind of gels and falls into place and you feel like it's meant to be. Um, it's a
Yeah,
good feeling.
absolutely.
I've had the opposite experience many times when you're like trying to make something work with people and it's just like I just want to headbutt this person. I don't want to play music with them anymore. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's nice when you get that gel point. Now you guys pull from like deathcore, metalcore, and then all like classic metal influences there as well. How do you pull it all together? How do you reconcile all that? Is it just your influences coming together and that's how you write, or is it like you deliberately going, "Hey, let's try and pull from some of this and let's pull from some of that"?
Yeah, so a little bit of both. I mean, I love that we blend so many different subgenres. We both love the whole spectrum, you know. We both listen to a little bit of everything, of every subgenre. I my favorite era, and what I draw the most inspiration from is like that MySpace deathcore and early metalcore sound. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's where it's at for me, man. That just hits the spot, and that really, really got me into the scene. Helped me through a lot of tough times. Music's helped me through a lot, and I decided I wanted to try and give that to other people as well.
Yeah.
But Nick, he loves all of that stuff as well. But he grew up, and he's always been really, really big into the classic metal and thrash. Metallica, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, which I grew up on those guys as well, but he still, like, to this day, is like there's nothing better.
Die hard fan.
Yeah, yeah. So it's cool because we both appreciate, we're not elitists by any by any means. We can appreciate every subgenre and band for what they've done. So we've got a little bit of everything. And then we kind of just mix it up. I'd say predominantly we're metalcore and deathcore, but we kind of go back and forth. We're like, hey, we're gonna make a brutal deathcore song, really crunchy, low tuned, brutal breakdown, crazy vocals. And then we might say, hey, we're going to make something a little more melodic. I've got a hooker chorus in mind, and we roll
Yeah.
with that. So we don't really have any like set formula, we just kind of go with what feels right.
No, beautiful. I love that as well. And sometimes just letting it flow and seeing what happens, you get the best results as well.
Absolutely.
Now you've got a new single. I'd love to talk about that one as well. What's the story behind the
Mhm.
title? And what does the track mean to you personally?
So don't go gentle into that good night is the title's inspiration from a poem written in the 1940s, I believe. It's a
Yeah, it
famous
was.
poem.
Yeah.
Yeah, great poem. And the poem and the title came at the end. I just kind of like synced the two. But I had written the song, similar message and theme. Um, because I'm a firm believer in people chasing their dreams at whatever the cost, and despite what everyone else says. You know, I'd rather die, I'd rather fail and die doing what I love, you know,
Yeah,
than just do something that's subpar for my whole life just to get by. So the whole song is like a rebellion, a rebellious anthem, and like a call to wake up and to just live. You know, you only get once, but but you might as well do everything that you can while you're here. You know, so I wrote those lyrics just kind of like as a cry to wake up and do what you love. And then the poem, I had remembered that poem when I was thinking on titles, and I was like, man, that fits so perfect.
I love it. I love that. Now, last EP, Dying Breed, was amazing. Have you tried anything different with the new single, like musically, sonically, when you're recording, any of that sort of stuff? Has there been any changes, or are you just kind of moving on with that progression?
Yeah, this album is night and day difference compared to the EP. The EP is great. We did kind of rush it, you know. We've only been a band for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So we our debut single, we released it like not even 6 months after we had met. So it was quick. And that song and a couple of the other ones from the EP I had written and I had just been waiting to produce. So the quality is not as good with production. You know, we recorded everything out of a temp studio here at my house, and then we had it mixed and mastered. So this time we did everything the right way. We went to my buddy's studio, and everything was professionally done, mixed, mastered, and we took a lot of time on it. So yeah, this new single is a part of an 8-track album
Yeah, it's
that
awesome.
drops next month.
Fantastic.
So, and I'm extremely we're very very proud of it. It's insane. It's night and day difference from the EP.
No, I look forward to hearing it. That sounds amazing. Um, Now, as far as reactions, how are you finding the reaction to the single? Have you had much feedback from people? How are you finding it?
Yeah, our fans are loving it. We did a preliminary. We sent it to before we officially released it. We sent it to a bunch of friends and family, and then other bands that we've played with, and people just in the industry. And we got insane reviews. Like they're really loving the new material. We actually got some other press opportunities and playlisting opportunities, all from the new material
Awesome.
because of so yeah, great feedback, man. It's really encouraging to see and hear, but I think this is just by far our best work yet.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to play it live yet? And you're getting a good live response as well?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's always that wait. I hate that wait sometimes especially when,
Yeah.
like, you've probably recorded the song and written the song a while ago, and you've been waiting for it to come out to be able to play it live. What is your ideal mosh moment during playing that live then?
Oh man, that's like I love entertaining the crowd, you know, and getting the crowd working and moving. And this album has so many opportunities and moments in it just like that. But even the single, man, you know, that breakdown I think is one of the best to really get the crowd hyped up and moving
Yeah.
because it breaks, you know, and then it's got that. I wrote that. I play piano and synth as well, so I actually wrote all the synth.
Oh,
The
awesome.
pieces we do have, it's not a heavy in synth, but we do have a few pieces. So I wrote the synth for that song, and it breaks. You know, it calms down. It has that synth and bass build up, and then that drop, and it's perfect. I'm so excited to play that one live.
Yeah, no. Now, do you guys get like with the scene out there? Is it like a throwdown type scene, the kids throwing fists and spinning kicks, or is it more of like an up and down type mosh type scene?
Yeah, a little bit of both,
Yeah.
man. It's hit and miss. It's to be honest with you, there's a lot of potential here, but it's not that great. We're not in a great area geographically for metal, especially like the more, you know, modern metalcore, deathcore.
Yeah.
There's some heavy roots in the old school death metal and thrash, but not a lot for the core, you know, scene. But like I said, there is potential, and people respect the musicianship around here. And if people get into it, it kind of depends on the promoter and the venue. So it's hit and miss, man. When you do get a really good show that's packed out with some killer bands, really good promotion, it's unmatched. It's phenomenal. But I would like to see some more growth in the area. I think it needs more venues, some more promoters,
Yeah.
even more bands.
And my big one as well is more underage shows.
Mm,
Trying to support those young kids coming up. It was something that I had coming up in the scene 20 plus years ago, was a couple of underage venues that supported these young kids that would bring all their friends. And before you knew it, you had a thriving scene, because these kids suddenly turn 18, 19, and they're still going hard. They're still right into it. And they're bringing their, younger brother and sister and getting all of their friends into it. And it just continues to
yeah,
grow. Unfortunately, I think COVID was a big death to a lot of that as well. But I'd love to see,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's my big push, is to see like underage venues coming up, to get some of these younger kids coming along to shows and supporting that. Yeah,
Agreed. No, it's needed, and I personally didn't even realize how. I think there's kind of been a revival recently, but it felt like metal was dying. It felt like the whole scene was dying for years.
yeah,
So the revival is cool to see, but yeah, I didn't even realize personally how many of these kids, high schoolers, and are still into this kind of music,
yeah.
and it's awesome to see. But it's the same way around here, man. There's not a lot of underage venues, so I agree.
I mean, we'll get there eventually with it, and
Mhm.
yeah, and like the scenes are like they're growing and they're growing and they're growing, and that's all you can ask for. And more bands keep coming along and wanting to play, and these kids that aren't able to get into some of these shows are the kids that are starting bands, and doing that whole, like, this new generation of the new MySpace type bands. I don't know what you'd call it, if it's
Mm.
SoundCloud bands or um
TikTok bands.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But like it's out
Yeah.
there and it's happening. So
Yeah, I
it's
think that I
encouraging.
think that the social media now, I mean, a lot of people hate it, but honestly, it's just, yeah, I think it's a great way to spread a lot of these subgenres in the scene and grow it.
Yeah,
Just people are connecting over it.
yeah. Now, as you guys are like an independent act, so how do you find it? And is there like struggles that go with that for you guys? Like whether that be financial struggles, getting recordings out, or all of that sort of stuff. How do you find it personally?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, pros and cons. I love that we own the rights to our music. Um, but I am so passionate about this, and I do want to make a career out of it, that it would be nice to get a record deal.
Yeah,
And I've got a couple of, which we've only been going around for a year and a half, and we're young, so I mean, odds are we've already had some really cool offers and potential with PR companies, press, playlisting, even some like single distribution stuff. We're
awesome.
just kind of waiting for the right deal to come along. I think I'm
Yeah,
not opposed to it, and I'm not saying that I would just accept whatever. Um, but it would be nice to have the funding and the backing to be able. The biggest thing for me is I want to tour internationally. I just want to
yeah,
tour, 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 tour.
yeah,
So right now, like everything comes out of pocket, and I pay for almost everything personally. I've
yeah.
spent all of my savings on the band. So we have a trailer that we took around. We actually just did a mini tour in the U.S. Played some really cool shows, and got to kind of branch out. Got great feedback, great, great, great feedback, and a lot of states, a lot of fans in different states are asking us to come. So it would be nice, man. It would be nice to be able to get our reach out a little farther, because I do think we have something special. I just think we got to get it out to more people.
Yeah, it's one of those hard things as well, because I know the feeling as well. I'm lucky we've got five members of the band, and so whenever financial stuff comes up, it's a five-way split, so it's a little
Mm,
easier. But it's still, like, touring is hard,
yeah,
because it's not just the cost of the tour, it's the financial hit you take of not being able to work and things like that while
exactly.
you're on tour. So you've
Hmm.
got to cover all costs. and it makes it difficult. People don't see that sometimes. And then, you know, like recordings and things like that and distribution, all that, it all costs money.
It's a lot
And
of money. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not just that, like just upkeep of instruments and keeping all that's like it's all constant, ongoing stuff. And for a young band,
Hmm.
it's all very difficult. So, yeah, I completely feel you with that. And like keep pushing because you guys are doing amazing things. So,
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
no, no, not a problem. Now, I always finish these up with some quick fire questions. So this is just sort of off the top of your head. Um, Now, if you could tour with any band, past or present, who would it be?
I'm gonna go with the OG lineup of Suicide Silence,
Yes.
Chelsea Grin,
Oh, yes.
As Blood Runs Black. There's so many. I don't know, man. I love MySpace deathcore. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with those three: Suicide Silence, Chelsea Grin, As Blood Runs Black.
I love that. And that is an amazing lineup to catch as well. Like, where's the tickets? I want one now. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
fantastic. Now, what are you listening to at the moment that people wouldn't expect?
Man, I really do. I listen to a little bit of other genres occasionally, but really 95% of what I listen to is metal. And but I'm trying to think. I guess I enjoy some post-hardcore as well. So I listen to a lot of like Chiodos, a Skylit Drive.
Yeah,
I guess so that so a post-hardcore.
yeah, yeah. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
All right, last question. If you could have the fans take anything away from your music, that goes beyond just the heavy riffs, what would it be?
Man, the biggest thing is that we want people to relate to our music. Like we've talked about it before. We'd love for just our music. Music's done so much for both of us personally. Um, in the past, it felt like nothing was there for me except music. So like I want people to be able to throw on a Hill Comes Home record and just be able to get through a hard time or relate to it.
Yes, yeah, I
So
love that. I love that. I love that, and
yeah,
I feel that personally as well. Sometimes music is the best thing to get you through. Um, Mate,
it
thank you so
really
much.
is. It's therapeutic.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's everything for me. If I'm having a bad
Mhm.
time, I want to listen to music. If it's a good time, I'm putting music on.
Right.
If I'm not really feeling anything, there's probably going to be some music on. So, yeah, and
Right, right.
if I'm not listening to it, I've got the guitar in my lap playing. So,
There you go.
yeah, yeah, mate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time tonight. Is there anything else you wanted to say? This is your chance to promote the EP and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, just stay tuned. Next month, December 5th, we'll be dropping our first full-length self-titled album, Hell Comes Home.
Fantastic. We cannot wait to hear it. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now.